Here are all the setups that ended up forming on NQ this morning. Bullish bias coming into the day. I was looking for this hourly unmitigated to be tapped into. This low resistance liquidity ran before seeing an inversion and targeting our 15-minute no wick and London high. At open, we failed to manipulate any lower before seeing us tap into a 5-minute unmitigated and seeing us take London high and our 15-minute no wick, which was the clear DOL for the day. At this point, I wasn't willing to look for any more longs due to that main DOL being taken. After that main DOL was taken, we see a 1 minute to the downside put in, as well as a 1 minute intermediate high. During this time as well, we can see that 10 a.m. was about to open up. Following 10 a.m. opening up, we see a 30-second IFVG to the downside with the change in state of delivery on it. Mechanically, this is a valid setup. You have that sweep of the intermediate high with the change in state of delivery on the IFVG, and you do end up getting a 1R on this trade. What I really don't like about this is the fact you're shorting all-time highs, and there's no real high time frame structure to go along with this trade. Continuing on with the day, we end up consolidating and chopping around until about 10:15, where we get our second valid setup. 10:16, we get a 15-second to the downside with the change in state of delivery on it. What I don't like about this is we failed to manipulate this high here. Besides that, mechanically, it's another valid setup with a clear target at this 5-minute intermediate low formed earlier in the day. With that target in mind, if you did take this trade, it ended up closing out for a decent 1.6R in total. During this move as well, we do end up forming this 30-second intermediate high. Right around 10:25, we end up manipulating that 30-second intermediate high before seeing a 10-second inversion to the downside with the change in state of delivery on it and a large amount of volume on that candle. Overall, target for this trade would have been our 15-minute intermediate low and this hourly unmitigated below. And this trade did end up playing out for about a 1.8R in about 2 minutes. 3 setups to the downside after that main duel was taken. Each one was building on the last, just more confirmation and better setups, and each one gave you a better RR as the day went on. The market doesn't necessarily stop giving you setups once that DOL was taken. They're just different ones and different than the ones you might have been expecting at market open. Whether you take them or not depends on your conviction in the context.